right now.
I'm not sure everyone there is young, but they're certainly restless with what's happening there, Ken.
Guys, I tell you, out in the many storms that we've covered over the years, I don't think I've ever seen police as aggressively try to keep curiosity seekers away from the shoreline here. You can see the New Bedford Police right behind me. We're along Rodney French Boulevard, right on Buzzards Bay. And they have been, for the past hour, sweeping up and down the boulevard, trying to keep dockers who want to take a peek at the very high surf and keep them away from the shoreline. I know you've been talking about it all morning long. You get down there, one of the breakers comes up high, a rogue wave, and boom, suddenly somebody has fallen into the water on the rocks right there. Ralph, I'm going to ask you to move back now and zoom into Buzzards Bay. Here's the water you can see breaking against the rock. The neighborhood just about a half a mile south of here is one that the mayor here recommended voluntary evacuations for. That happened last night. No mandatory evacuations here, just voluntary evacuations. Many people have heeded that. We understand some have collected at a center at Keith Middle School, actually stayed the night there last night. There's also a Pilgrim Church here, a soup kitchen ordinarily. That has apparently had some people come to it this morning, hearing what's going to happen this afternoon. Now, guys, I know you're familiar with the hurricane barrier that's out here. We are just south of that right now. Hence, you can see the waves out here. They closed that famous hurricane barrier at about 5 o'clock this morning. And they did that to prevent any storm surge from getting up into the harbor. And we visited the harbor about an hour ago. The harbor is absolutely calm. But those two 440-ton steel gates that are built onto that 9,100-foot barrier that stretches across the south side of New Bedford Harbor has been closed down. So all the ships that came into port before 5 a.m., they are all safe now in a very nice, cozy harbor. You can see the wind out here, guys. They have definitely been building in the gusts. I wouldn't even try to estimate what the gusts have been like. But they've certainly been enough to tip trees back, rattle signs, and that sort of thing. I haven't seen any flying debris. Of course, as you've been talking to other reporters along the South Coast, many of the businesses here are closed down today. Of course, all the schools are closed and that sort of thing. But meantime, what's going on here is that police are actively trying to keep people away from the coastline and keep people away from dangers and out of harm's way. So, guys, I'm going to toss it back to you now. I'm going to step out now. So as I do that, David and Paula, I'm out into the wind now from behind the restaurant that we're sort of been safeguarded behind. And you can hear it as I put the mic up, what the wind is like out here. It's looking pretty good. And, of course, it's going to build through the afternoon. So head back to you guys now.
All right, Ken McLeod, appreciate that. It's interesting with Ken in